Hello! Welcome back to my channel. This is Teacher Nath, your English teacher that will make you wonder. Language plays an essential role in our lives. More than just serving as a way for us to communicate with one another, language also enables us to inform, entertain, influence, and persuade others. This is usually the case when we engage in various fields of interest like doing research work, campaigning for a specific cause, and supporting an advocacy. While the said fields differ at some extent, one common aspect that can be observed among them is the use of a common language. Let's talk about each of them, and let's start with research. Research makes use of a formal, academic, and persuasive language to communicate discussions and present corresponding findings for variables studied. Understanding the language of research can also mean becoming familiar and acquainted with terminologies like theories, concepts, variables, hypotheses, and samples usually associated with conducting research studies. Campaigns. Campaign, usually social or political in nature, is technically defined as a planned set of activities that people carry out to attain a certain goal or objective. A campaign speech basically is a well-planned speaking activity that aims to excite, persuade, and/or motivate listeners, convincing them to adhere to the speaker's ideas. Please take note of this. Convincing the listeners can be achieved by employing strong and emphasized persuasive language, leaving them with good and impressive points that they can remember. Advocacy. Advocacy refers to activities that argue, plead, support, or favor a certain cause. Various causes for advocacy usually aim to influence decision-making, especially with issues involving social, political, environmental, and economic perspectives. Now we already know the differences among research, campaign, and advocacy. We'll now discuss the language features or language devices usually employed in persuasive writing. Number 1, we have emotive language. This involves the use of words that evoke emotions and make people feel a certain way. Using words that appeal to the emotion, the writer can sound more convincing. Number 2, modal verbs. The use of words that express modality or how likely something is going to happen helps adjust the level of certainty of events to suit arguments. Modal verbs are also known as special verbs that add meaning to the main verb. Examples of modal verbs are may, might, will, must, shall, can, could, would, ought to. 3, we have involving the reader. This is done through the use of personal pronouns like you, your, we, our, and indicative words like together. This establishes a connection between the author and the reader. Number 4, rhetorical questions. These are questions that aren't supposed to be answered. These are asked for effect, to illustrate a point, or to let the reader think. 5, using evidence. This involves the use of facts, figures, or quotes from experts to highlight the writer's authority and make the arguments presented more convincing. 6, repetition. This involves repeating keywords, phrases, or ideas to appeal to the readers. 7, adjectives and adverbs, also known as modifiers. Using carefully selected adjectives and adverbs makes it possible for the writer to influence how the readers feel. Number 8, association. The writer tries to link an object or an idea with something already liked or desired by the target audience, such as wealth, success, pleasure, and security. Number 9, bandwagon or popularity. Commonly used in advertisements, this persuasion technique makes the audience believe the idea that everyone is doing it or that everyone likes something. Number 10, experts. relying on expert advice from trusted people like doctors, scientists, and other professionals for things that the audience do not know. The idea that these experts are risking their credibility to support an object or idea makes the persuasion more effective. And that's it for this video. But before I end this, I would like to read this quotation by Nelson Mandela. If you talk to a man in a language he understands, that goes to his head. If you talk to him in his own language, that goes to his heart. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something at the same time. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do subscribe and hit the notification bell for you to get notified on the next videos that I will be uploading. Till next time,